Johanna.
Hey guys, today's video is a little update on Rue's baby album, as I've had some requests to show you how it's coming along. So Rue is now 8 months old, and even though my album has a lot of unfinished pages, I feel like I'm pretty up to date. As you can see, some of the pages are finished with everything from photos to embellishments, whereas other pages just have only photos and journaling and are not finished. Every layout is at a slightly different stage, but they all have enough done that I don't feel behind. So every month I go ahead and print out all my favourite photos from the month. I just use my Canon selfie to print and the app Pick Frame to create 3x4 size photos. And since my daughter was born on the 25th of November, I take a photo of her every month on the 25th, and I use that as her monthly update photo. So I use this photo on a 12x12 spread each month, and I also put a smaller version of these photos side by side in the back of her album, just to show how she grows and changes over the course of her first year. I also choose one favourite photo every month to feature in a 12x12 spread. So with the rest of the photos I have printed, I just try and narrow it down and choose which photos will make it into the album. I do feel naturally inclined to make my layouts really photo heavy, but I'm trying my best to leave some room for creativity and decoration, so I do try to leave some photos out so that there is space to do that. I just slip my photos into the pockets wherever I feel like they look the most balanced. And another thing I do every month is choose one of my quilted cards to put the title of how old she is. I do have a tutorial on how I made these cards on my channel, as well as a printable version in my Etsy shop if you like the look of those. The other thing I really make sure I do every month is get my journaling down. And to make this really easy on me, I simply just fill out one 6x4 card with any changes or milestones reached within that month. So for example, this month Rue cut her first tooth and she began clapping her hands, so I just pop those sort of things down. I keep a note on my phone where I bullet point these milestones throughout the month, which just makes it really easy to transfer into her album later. Some months are busier than others, but if I have extra time or energy, I will go ahead and start choosing papers to match in with my photos and layouts. If I think something works well, I usually just slip it into the page protector so that it's there when I get enough time to put the pages together properly. And this kind of creates like a little mini kit for my layouts, which makes the job a lot easier. Since this is such a big ongoing project, I think it's really easy to get overwhelmed, and forcing myself to finish each spread entirely is just not realistic for me right now. So that's why I do the basics and relax, knowing that I can go back and decorate anytime down the track, because all of the important information like photos and journaling is already there for me. I think if you're going to embark on a project like this, you need to both be really diligent about keeping up with the basics like the photos and the journaling, but as well you need to be really easy on yourself, because if you keep up with those two things only, you can always go back and focus on decorating later and adding extra details. Whether your baby is 5 months old or 5 years old, it won't really matter when you get around to doing those things. So that is a quick overview at my daughter's album so far. I'm really happy that I've got what I've got done, and I'm determined to keep up with this for the rest of the year. Like I said, if things are unfinished, as long as I've got my photos in and I've got my journaling written down, it's going to be really easy to catch up, and it's not going to be stressful. It's going to be an enjoyable project for me. Thanks for stopping by my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.